Stop right there. Right now, in this exact moment, your mind is running you, not the other way around. It's throwing thoughts at you like punches you never asked for, doubts, fears. That voice telling you you're not good enough. That memory from 3 years ago that won't let you sleep. That anxiety about tomorrow that's stealing your today. And you're just taking it. You're sitting there, letting your own mind beat you down, day after day, and you've convinced yourself that's just how it is. That you are your thoughts, that you are your anxiety, that you are that negative voice. But what if I told you that's the biggest lie you've ever believed? What if the person you could become is waiting on the other side of you, finally taking control? Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. Your mind is not your friend right now. I'm not talking about your brain. I'm talking about that untrained, undisciplined stream of thoughts that's been running wild since you were a kid. That thing has been programmed by your past, your trauma, your failures, your fears, and every single person who ever doubted you. And now, it's on autopilot. You wake up, and before your feet hit the floor, your mind is already telling you a story. Today's gonna be hard. I'm tired. I don't want to do this. I'm not ready. You go to work, and it's whispering. They don't respect you. You're not smart enough. You're going to fail. You try to change, try to grow, and it screams, "Who are you kidding? You've tried before, remember? You always quit." This is your reality. Your mind has become a prison guard, and you're the prisoner who forgot they have the keys. But here's what they don't tell you. Every single person who's ever done anything worth remembering had to fight this same battle. The only difference between them and you is they decided to stop being a passenger in their own head. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool story, but how? How do I actually control my mind when it feels like a tsunami? Hold on. Because what I'm about to tell you will separate you from 99% of people who watch this video and do absolutely nothing with it. Most people want a magic pill, a 3-step process, a quick fix. But controlling your mind isn't a hack. It's a war. And in war, you don't win by wishing. You win by showing up to the battlefield every single day and fighting like your life depends on it. Because it does. Your dreams depend on it. Your peace depends on it. The person you're supposed to become. They're depending on you to win this fight. So let's talk about how you actually do this. Step 1. Stop identifying with your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Read that again. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are just mental events. They come, they go, like clouds in the sky. You don't grab a cloud and say, "This is me now." So why are you doing that with thoughts? When that voice says you're a failure, you don't have to believe it. You can watch it, observe it, say, "Oh, there's that thought again. Interesting," and let it pass. This is the first level of control. Separation. Creating space between you and the noise. Step 2. Decide who you are. Listen to me carefully. If you don't consciously decide who you are, your mind will decide for you based on your worst days. You need to plant a flag in the ground and declare, "This is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I'm building." Not based on how you feel. Not based on your past. Based on who you're deciding to become. Your mind will test you. It'll say, "But remember when you failed. Remember when they rejected you." And you look it dead in the eye and say, "That was the old me. I'm not that person anymore." Step 3. Train your mind like you'd train your body. You wouldn't go to the gym once and expect abs. So why do you meditate once and expect inner peace? Your mind is a muscle. It needs repetition. It needs discipline. It needs you to show up even when you don't feel like it. Meditation, journaling, affirmations, visualization. These aren't hippie nonsense. These are tools, and tools only work when you use them. 10 minutes a day, that's all I'm asking. 10 minutes where you sit with yourself and train your mind to focus, to be present, to be strong. Can you do that? Or is your mind already telling you you don't have time? Now, here's where it gets real. Taking control of your mind means you're going to have to face things you've been running from. That trauma you buried. That shame you've been carrying. That fear that wakes you up at 3 a.m. Your mind has been protecting you by keeping you small, by keeping you comfortable, by convincing you that if you never try, you can never fail. But that's not protection. That's a slow death. And the moment you decide to take control, your mind is going to fight back hard. It's going to throw every excuse, every doubt, every fear at you. This is too hard. You're not strong enough. Just do it tomorrow. What if you fail? This is the test. This is where most people quit. They think taking control means the thoughts stop. No, the thoughts never stop. Taking control means you stop letting them drive. It means you feel the fear and do it anyway. It means you hear the doubt and move forward anyway. It means you acknowledge the pain and grow anyway. This is not easy. Anyone who tells you it is lying to sell you something. But it's simple. You either control your mind or your mind controls you. There is no middle ground. Let me paint you a picture of what's possible. Imagine waking up and your first thought isn't dread. It's purpose. Imagine facing a challenge. And instead of that voice saying, "You can't," it says, "Let's figure this out." Imagine going to bed at night with peace. Real peace. Not because your life is perfect, but because your mind is finally on your side. Imagine being in a room full of people and feeling confident. Not because you're pretending, but because you've done the work. You've won the battles inside your head, and that shows. This isn't fantasy. This is what happens when you take control. Your relationships improve because you're not projecting your inner chaos onto everyone around you. Your work improves because you're not sabotaging yourself with doubt. Your health improves because you're not medicating your pain with garbage. Everything changes when you change what's happening between your ears. But it starts with a decision. A real one. Not, "I'll try." Not, "I hope." A decision that says, "I'm doing this, no matter what." So, here's my question for you. How much longer are you going to let your mind run wild? How many more days are you going to waste listening to thoughts that don't serve you? How many more opportunities are you going to miss because you're trapped in your own head? Because I'm telling you right now, the person you're capable of becoming is getting impatient. They're waiting for you to get out of your own way. They're waiting for you to stop making excuses and start making moves. They're waiting for you to realize that you have everything you need already. You just need to take control. Look, I can't do this for you. Nobody can. This is your fight. But I can tell you this. The moment you truly commit to taking control of your mind, everything shifts. Not overnight, but shift by shift, day by day, thought by thought. You start becoming the person you always knew you could be. And one day you'll look back at this moment, at this video, and you'll realize this was the turning point. This was when you stopped being controlled and started being in control. So what's it going to be? Are you going to close this video and go back to the same patterns, the same thoughts, the same life? Or are you going to make a decision right now that today is the day you take your mind back? The choice is yours. It always has been. Now go dominate.